Hey guys, Mona Lisa here, and I'm going to be reacting to Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode 1. Last episode, yeah, it ended off really good. Jesse had to kill Gale, and yeah, they're in a bit of a sticky situation now, aren't they? So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's crazy, but I can't wait to get started. I think for me, season three is what sort of kicked off the show. I wasn't that impressed with season one and two, but yeah, it's definitely going in the right direction. So yeah, I've got Patreon if you guys like to check out the full reactions. They're on there. I have a few shows, and that being said, guys, let's get started. Oh, so Gale helped them set up the lab. He's such a sweet guy. It's such a shame.
How's it coming?
Very, very well. It's a flurry of deliveries. Feels like Christmas morning. It's exciting. I doff my proverbial cap to you, sir.
When do you think we'll be up and running?
Within a month, I'd say.
2 weeks.
Or, yeah, 2 weeks.
Good. Very good.
By the way, that sample you asked me to run, if that is our competition, we have our work cut out for us, so to speak.
You don't have any competition, Gale. Not as far as I'm concerned. After all, how pure can pure be?
I can guarantee you purity of 96%. I'm proud of that figure. It's a hard-earned figure, 96. However, this other product is 99. Maybe even a touch beyond that.
Oh, that's Walt's product
That
then?
last 3%, it may not sound like a lot, but it is. I'd love to know who synthesized it, is all.
That's the thing with like really intelligent people like Gale and
trained
Walt,
chemist,
you know, nothing
like
is ever perfect enough.
But it won't happen. I don't consider him a professional.
If he's not, I don't know what that makes me.
Yeah, in the season finale, the way they filmed it, I wasn't quite sure whether he actually shot him, but I think it was just how the camera swung around, wasn't it?
I don't know, I just heard just the one single, like, you know, like a backfire, like a truck backfiring. I came out of my apartment, a couple of us came out. No, nobody saw. Did you guys see anybody?
No, I'll stay on the line.
You know him? We all heard this shot. Hey, I don't think you ought to go in there. Mister, this is a crime scene. You don't want to touch anything. Mister, you listening to me?
He's got like two good twins, so I'll look in his eyes.
Little bastard. Drive.
Why the fuck didn't he get out of there? Idiot. I mean, I know he's traumatized and all, but I mean, what the hell? So he really liked Gale then.
The hell happened? Look at me. Gone. You sure?
Gone. Splatter.
all over.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
All right. So... Shit! All right, you do a sweep?
Couldn't. People there.
People. He get himself seen by these people? What about you? What about you?
Yeah. So what? Just another looky-loo.
Oh, that was a look.
So, I make it 10 to 9, which means...
Shut up.
Which means we need to start a cook in the next 10 minutes to keep to our schedule. Gus's schedule.
Oh, you got some balls.
As angry as he may be, I don't believe he's willing to forfeit an entire batch. That just might make him angrier. Come on, Mike. Let us cook. Isn't that what this whole thing is about?
He knows how to cook.
That's right, genius. Watch me. We ain't missing no cook.
Has he gone underground or something?
So Goodman and Associates. I'll see if he's in. Please hold.
Oh. Oh, he's looking for bugs.
Saul. Skyler White on the line. Saul.
Hey,
Skyler White.
the hell does she want?
He's nowhere to be found. I called his condo. I called every number I have for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
You're sure? As in, you know where he is?
Well, I'm not the man's keeper, but Walt's a big boy. He'll turn up.
Why would he leave his car in my driveway?
People carpool to work, right? It's good for the environment.
He carpools. He carpools to his job at a meth lab.
Hey, whoa! Oh, you're breaking up there. I didn't quite catch that last. Whew.
Do you know anything? Anything at all? Please, I am looking for some help here.
Look, Walter is fine, okay? I guarantee that. 100%.
He's pretty slick, Saul, isn't he? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even going to use that phone again.
Bet he forgets the aluminum. Guaranteed. Guaranteed he forgets. You forgot the aluminum. One of the first steps in... Son of a bitch. Let's talk about Gale Bedecker. He was a good man and a good chemist, and I cared about him. You didn't deserve what happened to him. You didn't deserve it at all. When you make it Gale versus me or Gale versus Jesse, Gale loses. Simple as that.
Does he know how to cook as well?
This is on you, Gus. Not me, not Jesse. Gale's death is on you. Without us, without Jesse and myself, you have no one to make your product. Certainly not him.
Been watching him for weeks. Know every step to his cook.
You kill me, you have nothing. You kill Jesse, you don't have me.
Is he gonna kill Victor? Yeah, I thought he would. Clean this up and get started. It's amazing, like Mike is even a bit uneasy with this guy, isn't he? What a fucking weirdo.
Well? Get back to work.
Oh, they're gonna put him in the like barrel of acid.
You push that way, I'll hold him.
Mike is like, you idiot.
Okay,
That's
ready?
not how you do it.
Sorry.
I mean, surely you put the body in, upper body in first, wouldn't you? 'Cause that's the heaviest part.
Stuff. Are you sure it'll do the job? Trust us.
Oh, he speaks. Oh, was that the gun that Jesse used? That's cold-blooded.
Any thoughts on what our next move might be?
Our next move.
Our next move. Our next move, given the fact that at the first opportunity, Gus will kill us.
Well, that wasn't an opportunity just now.
We bought ourselves some time. Yes, but the question is how much?
Oh, he's taking the stickers off the t-shirt.
He's not gonna find another chemist. Where is he gonna find another chemist? It's not just about somebody being able to run a lab that big. Someone he can trust. Someone he knows will keep their mouth shut. We're all on the same page.
What page is that?
The one that says, if I can't kill you, you'll sure as shit wish you were dead.
Is that a bit of PTSD? What's that? That was a good start. I enjoyed that. It's like very slow paced, but you know, it kept the. All right, that was a really enjoyable season start. I love the fact that how it started off with obviously Gale was killed, and we sort of get his background in the beginning. So he was the one who sold all the like machinery and that what have you to Gus, and they had the conversation with you know, about the cook, and Gale was like he can get like I think it was 96 or 97% accuracy, and there was another cook who can get like 99, and the 99% I think that must have been Walt, and yeah, Gale is like Walt, you know, he's a bit well, he's a perfectionist, and you know, the 96% just wasn't good enough for him, like with Walt. So yeah, I think even then, you know, he wanted to meet you know, the greatest cook, and yeah, I love that. You just got a bit of background on Gus as well, so that was quite sweet. Then he went over to Gale's apartment, and you know, the people there calling in the murder, and Victor shows up and sees that Gale is dead, which is obviously a bit of a problem for Victor, isn't it? Because people have seen him now, so yeah, he's rushed in there to check, and obviously that's a bit of a red flag, isn't it? That yeah, he's been seen, and sort of how he reacted as well. So yeah, and yeah, we had Marie go over to Skyler, you know, to give her the bills that, you know, it's got a bit more expensive. So and Marie's like, oh, well done, you know, Walt stayed the night, and you know, she loves that, and Skyler's like, what the fuck is she talking about? And obviously Skyler goes out and sees the car is still there, so that's a bit of a, oh, what's happened here? And it's a typical, you know, I think I said that in the last episode, you know, the mafia style, you know, they go and pick somebody up, and yeah, you never see him again. So yeah, I don't know what Skylar was thinking, but she obviously got rid of the car because she doesn't want Junior to see, you know, that Walt potentially could have stayed over. She doesn't want to give him hope, I suppose. Yeah, that they could, you know, get back together. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. That's not what I sort of what I thought when she got rid of the car. I thought she took it to Walt's place, but yeah, obviously not. So yeah, but it makes sense, you know. She doesn't want anybody to see. Yeah. Then we had the guys back at the lab, and yeah, Walt was like, yeah, we need to start cooking again. Mike's like, you know, shut up, you know, you're not starting to, you're not gonna be cooking. And Victor started cooking, which was quite a surprise to Walt. But yeah, I suppose if Victor's been seeing them cooking, he's picked up on a few things and that. So, like you said, you know, it is just a recipe. So yeah, that put Walt in a bit of an awkward situation there, didn't it? I quite like that. It's sort of like. Yeah, the guy was obviously challenging Walt, which Walt didn't like, and he was like, yeah, well, do you know this and that, and blah 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 blah, and Victor was just like, I don't care, it's just a recipe. So I thought that was quite interesting. Obviously we had Skyler ring in Saul, and Saul was in you know, he was looking out for bugs. He's getting a bit paranoid now, which you can understand, because, you know, it doesn't look like Gus is somebody you want to be messing with. So and again, you know, this is typical, you know, mafia gangster style, you know. He didn't answer the call in his office. He went to a payphone, and yeah, no fingerprints and that. So I thought that was quite a good touch, and it wouldn't surprise me if that he's not going to be using that payphone twice. I mean, that tends to be sort of the thing. Like if you watch The Wire, and yeah, there's a lot of these movies as well where you know not to use the same phone twice. So, and never call from home either. So yeah, I quite like that touch. You know, he's on the ball, isn't he? And then we had Skyler going to Walt's place and calling up a locksmith, which I loved. She's so manipulative. She's quite clever as well, and yeah, she's very good at selling this helpless kind of mother type thing, which she did in another season as well when she got out of that situation where allegedly she's stolen the bracelet or whatever it was. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so obviously the locksmith, really didn't have a choice but to let Skyler in because she had this kind of panic attack or she needed her medication or whatever. So that was quite clever of her. I loved that. I suppose she would be quite a good partner, wouldn't she? Because she is quite manipulative, she is quite on the ball as well, and she is quite smart. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what sort of like her storyline is going to be. And then we went back to Hank's place, and you can sort of see Marie. She was in the car, and then having to go back in, and she was like, "Oh, here we go again." So it's obviously not much fun to. Well, it wouldn't be, but obviously Hank is causing her some problems, and he's being a bit of a dick, which you can kind of understand because I think Marie is quite pushy, isn't she? So it's like, just give him space. So she went in there, and they talked about his progress, and he's just leave me alone kind of thing, and he had to go to the toilet, which in especially his position, it's humiliating, isn't it? And I think that was like one of the reasons as well why he'd want to stay at the hospital. It's humiliating, he's quite a manly man, isn't he? So yeah, he didn't like that. So I hope he's gonna be okay. I hate to see this be like how he's gonna be. Then we had Gus showing up at the lab, and yeah, he didn't say anything. He just went to get the clothes on so he wouldn't get dirty when he was gonna kill somebody. Yeah, he just wasn't saying anything, and Walt was just talking, obviously trying to save their lives. And you can just see Jesse. He was just sitting there like, what, just shut up, man. Like this is the end. We're gonna die. Just accept it. And obviously, Gus, he's quite menacing, isn't he? And in the end, he killed Victor, which it didn't really surprise me because obviously there's a few more seasons to come, and he's not gonna kill Walt and Jesse. But when Gus took Victor, you could see even Mike was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like, he put up the gun, and yeah, he was a bit shocked with what Gus was doing. I don't think Mike expected that. Mike thought that they were going to be killing Walt and Jesse, but yeah, clearly not. And I think that's sort of like where. I think in Jesse's eyes, you can sort of see like something switched in his brain, and I don't know, definitely something changed there because he was quite timid before, and then I think he just sort of like past caring. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, definitely something switched in his head, and yeah, he sort of just accepted, this is our life now. At some point, this is going to happen to us, and just accept it. Whereas, Walt is a bit more like panicky, and that, yeah. And obviously, as Gus was leaving, he was like, "Yeah, start cooking," and yeah, that was the end of that, wasn't it? And then we had the diner where, well, Jesse was getting breakfast, and which just shows again, I think, something has switched in Jesse, because after something that traumatic, he'd had to kill somebody, and then seeing Victor get killed in front of him, I don't think a lot of people would be able to eat breakfast after seeing that, after being in that situation. So that's what sort of makes me think that Jesse, yeah, he's just accepted it is what it is, and I just gotta get on with it, and yeah. And I thought it was quite funny because they bought clothes, and Walt hadn't even taken the sticker off of the size, and yeah, obviously the clothes didn't quite fit them, did it? But yeah, it was quite an interesting scene, that one, whereas Walt is trying to plan ahead with, we're gonna have to do something, we're gonna have to, work out what we're gonna be doing, and Jesse just like, it is what it is, just accept it. And I think Walt was quite surprised with that, because obviously Jesse has been the weaker one before, but yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. There's definitely, I keep saying it like a switch in Jesse, but that's just how it came across. So potentially, I could imagine Jesse could be the stronger one of the two. If that was to happen, I don't know. And then obviously we had the end scene with Walt going to his Skyler's house to pick up the car, but the car wasn't there, and she was like, "Are you all right?" and that, and looking at his clothes. So I think she's smart enough to understand that something has happened, and yeah, it could have ended very differently. And yeah, he walked away, and yeah, it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. It was a good season start. So yeah. It's just typical. I just sort of remembered Victor's name, and then he gets killed, and it is sort of a reoccurring thing with me. I'm crap with names. Names just not something that sticks in my head. So yeah, very good episode, and I think I want to stop here. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my reactions and commenting, and that. Keep doing that, and I've got Twitter as well. I'll put it down below. So if you guys could just retweet the episode to get people to watch it, that would be absolutely amazing. And that being said, guys, I'll see you next episode.